What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. So we're in the gym. So it's a little happening in here because we're allowed to be back inside. So I will try to be as loud as possible. So we are doing a leg day. Now we are actually taking advantage. Sorry, there's a crazy angle here. We are actually taking advantage of being in the gym, and I'm going to actually make Dave deadlift. So actually deadlift. Jess is coming. So, but if you guys are at home and you don't have access to a barbell or heavy plates, not a big deal. Wow, Ben's already throwing stuff at me. So hi, we're being thrown. Hi, Hillary. So there's Dave.
Hello.
Hi, Jess. Jess, if you want, you can start setting up for deadlifts on a platform. Yep. So, all right, so again, we're setting up for actual barbell deadlifts here because we're going to take advantage of being inside. If you don't have barbell or heavy plates at home, we're doing 5 sets of 5, so about an 80% for their deadlifts. Not a big deal, we'll readjust it for what you have. So one thing that you can be doing, I'm going to be demonstrating while they're getting themselves set up and warmed up over there. So you can, if you have 2 weights, grab 2 and do double. So you can add into the weight this way. You can also make sure that you don't compensate to one side versus the other. I know I do that, so I like double kettlebell or dumbbell deadlifts for this purpose. And just adjust for your rep count. And again, we're going for about 80%, but if you know you can't go to a weight that's appropriate for that, then go ahead and just adjust your rep count to being a little higher. Do whatever is appropriate for you. And we're going for 80% deadlifts today just because I want them to start getting acclimated to being back inside the gym with the heavier plates. But if you guys are at home, go ahead and adjust the rep count to what you have. You can also elevate your feet and do your deadlifts. Have your feet on 2 boxes. Sorry, I thought I had boxes right next to me. I don't. Have yourself elevated and then drop down so your weight goes below to your feet. And then you'll get it actually deeper down and you'll hit your muscles in a deeper way than we have been doing. So you can still hit your muscles that way. So they are busy warming up their deadlifts. I'm going to show you guys what we have here. I think I have to switch the camera around. All right. So again, we're doing like a pretty much, this is exactly what a workout would be if you came in and worked out with me inside the gym. Not too much adjustment for at home. Again, giving you guys the things that you could be doing if you don't have a barbell with plates, starting with the deadlifts. So warm it on up, whatever you need to do for definitely more of a leg heavy workout. We're going to the deadlifts. I'm going to bring you guys over to here. So about 80%, 5 sets of 5. So here's Dave and Jess. They're going to get themselves warmed up and ready. So 80% of what your 80% is today, not like ever. Okay, because it's been a minute. It's been a minute. So your 80% of today, your RPE 80%. Yes. Yeah, not like ever. Not ever. Because your max might be a little while ago. So again, we're setting up over here on the platform so they have easy access to the plates. How you feeling, Jess? How you feeling today? Good. Awesome. All right. 5 sets of 5. Yep. Awesome. So I'm letting them get adjusted here. So I'm going to set you guys down. So one thing, let me switch the camera angle here. One thing that you guys can be doing, especially if you don't have the heavier weights, to do is after you finish your deadlifts and whatever you're doing, go ahead and give yourself some 90-90s just to work on your hip mobility. So you're going to put your shin at a 90-degree angle, so your knee's coming out from your belly button, your back leg also at a 90-90, and you're going to flip and flip back. So if you are not going for a heavier sets right now, because it's going to take them a little longer to do this since they're going with heavier weights, go ahead and use this to work on your mobility. I'll do it from the side now. So 90-degree here, 90-degree here. Switch. Just work on that hip mobility. Make this more of a mobility workout if you can't make it a strength workout. So we'll get back to our crew here. Lifting. All right. They're looking good. Again, we're taking advantage of the platforms today. Got Jess, I know, so Dave can lift heavy. He does not just do body weight workouts. So good. Jess looks really good. Trying to give them their space too, so we're not all right on top of each other here. Awesome. Flatten that back, Dave. Remember to find your diaphragm breath. So what Dave gets to put into practice everything that he's been taught over the past 7 weeks. Oh my God, I already like your deadlift so much better. Because I can tell that your shoulders are staying back, you're not rounding as much, and you're actually, I can tell that you're much better braced. So, COVID worked out for Dave. Dave is a COVID winner. All right. That's right. That's right. Jess, how you feeling? Okay? Okay. Again, just working on giving them their space. Again, if anything, let's talk about deadlift form. Dave will be bracing at the bottom of his lift right before. As soon as he finds his absolute brace, that's when he lifts, keeping his back nice and neutralized. His shoulders are down and back. Again, I've seen Dave deadlift before. This is like an awesome improvement. I'm super happy for this. So all that mobility work and the core work and talking to Dr. Grogan, paying off, man. How's it feel? Good? Good. Awesome. So really good. So hopefully if you guys have been doing a lot of the workouts with us at home, when you start to actually go back into the gym and you do have more access to our barbells and plates like we do today, you will start feeling a lot of the differences, because we did do, I mean, I think Dave and I, we did everything. I don't know what we didn't do. If we didn't do something, please tell us. We'll make up for it tomorrow or something. I don't know. Don't tell us. So, but yeah, lots of that mobility, tons of core. Tons and tons of core work, tons of hip strengthening, mobility again. That was huge, especially for deadlifts. I think everybody gets so stiff and then they just don't move properly.
Lift with their backs.
Yep, lift with their backs, lift with their traps. That's a huge, that's more of, I see that a little bit more with guys than I do with girls. Girls round a little bit more, in my opinion, and guys lift with their traps a little bit more. So they pull it with their upper bodies more. But I would say you were probably a little bit more in that area. You pulled it a lot. Yeah. Yeah. Good deal. Again, I'm just trying to give them space while they're deadlifting. And we now have trainers inside, so we're just spacing ourselves out here. Good. You see Jess over there, 2 platforms over. Good. Look. I know. All right, where you will, in the next section, we do move away from the barbell, so it'll be a lot more at-home friendly. Again, if you guys are at home, you're still working on your deadlifts, you're doing like 5 sets of 8, you can be doing 5 sets of 10, whatever is more appropriate for the weight that you have. Yeah, Joyce is cheering you guys on. I know, Joyce, isn't it so nice to actually watch them lift? They're lifting on platforms. I think it's more exciting because you guys are on the platforms. It feels more legit. So, yeah, we're not worrying about, yeah, Jess, we're not worried about Mike's barbell rolling away, like on the hill. All right. Good, neutral backs. Finding the brace right before you pull. You want to make sure your core is at the most ultimate brace before you lift. Again, if you guys are at home, I understand that not a lot of people own barbells and plates. It is okay. Do adjust your rep count to what you have. Do some mobility work in between. Yes, as soon as you guys finish this D-weight, I'll spray them down. And then we can start on the next section. And while you guys are doing the next section, I will spray them. Yeah. You're just goofing around, Dave.
I know. It's just a byproduct of me not doing it.
Oh, man. Yeah, just set your plates that you use, like keep them on the platform so I know which ones to spray down. Okay, finds that brace. So much nicer. I love it. Good. So nice. Dave, I'm really impressed. I'm not gonna lie, man. Really good. Awesome. All right, again, just set the plates that you've been using just off to the side. Don't put them away, and then I know which to spray. All right, so we can like kind of migrate back over this way now. All right, guys. So now this next section is gonna be much more friendlier to what's at home for what you guys have. So now that they've done the deadlifts, we're gonna do 3 rounds, but it adds up. Is 20 walking lunges, so you just need a pair of dumbbells for that. We're gonna do 15 wall balls. If you don't have a ball to throw up at a wall, go ahead and do thrusters, dumbbell thrusters instead. 10 squat jumps, and then I'm gonna let them choose if they wanna do a 300-meter row. You can do a 300-meter on the ski erg if you want. You can do 300-meter run, 1:30 cardio. So if you guys are at home, do jumping jacks for about 1.5 minutes, mountain climbers, or Hillary, I know you're here. If you want to jump onto the bike, do 900 meters on the bike. So again, adjust that for home. It will be the last part, whatever the cardio version is. If you have no equipment to do cardio, again, jumping jacks is totally fine, but do it for about 1.5 minutes. So again, 3 rounds of 20 walking lunges with medium weighted dumbbells, 15 wall balls or 15 dumbbell thrusters, 10 squat jumps, and then 300-meter row, a 300-meter run. We have the ski erg, so 300-meter ski erg. I think Jess might want to do that. 900-meter bike if you have the bike, or 1.5 minutes of cardio of your choice. So we got 3 rounds of that. So you guys adjust. Dave ran away already. He's done. He deadlifted and now he's just leaving us. Good deal. Hillary, how you doing? Let us know. Oh, we went to get a towel. It's humid. It is so sorry. It's been storming like every single day this week, so it's like crazy humid in the gym. It's crazy, crazy humid. I'll turn on the fan in just a second. So, Dave, you have 20 walking lunges, 20 total, dumbbells at your side, 15 wall balls, 10 squat jumps, 300-meter row. You have to do the rowing machine. I decided. That way Jess has free range on the ski erg if she would like. Maybe. So Hillary's biking. Awesome. So 900 meters, Hillary. For that. What's up, Jeff? Woo! All right. I'm going to put us, situate you guys here. See, Dave, I'm going to turn on a fan for our friends here. Good deal. All right. Get this fan. All right, wall balls. Alright guys, they're going to be going over and doing wall balls. If you do not have wall balls at home, which is totally understandable if you don't have a wall to throw it at, go ahead and grab yourself your same dumbbells that you use for your walking lunges. You can just move them right over to thrusters. So apologize for my unwarmed up legs here, but just drop down into your squat thrust. Do 15 of those instead. So then, do 15 thrusters if you don't have a wall ball. So not a big deal, but we'll still simulate the same motion. So they're going at it with the wall balls. I'll try to find them. They're running away from me today. Jump squats, 10. So there you go. Again, just trying to give everybody space today. So Dave's working on those 15 wall balls. Again, thrusters if you don't have a ball or a wall to throw it at home. Jess has those 10 squat jumps, and then she's moving on to her 300 meters of cardio of her choice. She's gonna head over to her ski erg. It's 10 squat jumps, Dave. right? You are. Did you say you're working out? Oh, I thought you said I'm working out. I was like, yes, you are. As again, I'm trying to get these guys reacclimated to being inside the gym with the equipment that we have here. It's as home friendly as I could still make it. Again, it's really just the barbell stuff that we're doing today that's a little bit more difficult. So Dave's moving over to the rowing machine. So you see Jess over there doing the 300-meter ski erg. Dave's hopping onto the rowing machine. All right, so while they're working on their little cardio section here at home, I'll give you guys just a recap of what we've gone through so far. So again, we're working on the barbell today, getting them back into doing deadlifts. So we did 5 sets of 5. We went for about 80% of what their 80% of today is, because again, it's been a little bit since we've been able to deadlift pretty heavy. So obviously they might be off their rep max of what they're used to doing, so that's okay. So we just adjust it to what their 80% is today. So 5 sets of 5. If you're at home and you don't have access to a barbell or heavy plates, not a big deal. Adjust the workout to what you have. So if you need to do 5 sets of 8, 5 sets of 10, go for it. Superset that with some mobility work. Just do what you need to do to still work your legs, get them adjusted. So when you are able to get back to a gym that has barbells and plates, you're going to be able to acclimate back much better. Now we're working on the 3 sets of 20 walking lunges with medium weighted dumbbells, 15 wall balls, again 15 dumbbell thrusters with those same dumbbells you just used for the lunges if you don't have the wall ball or the slam ball or the wall to throw it at home, 10 squat jumps, and then they're doing a 300-meter row. Jess is on the ski erg. You could run for 300 meters. You can do a 900-meter on the bike. Remember, bike is always 3 times whatever the run row is. Or if you don't have access to any of that equipment, give me a minute and a half of cardio, whether it's jumping jacks, jump rope, mountain climbers, running in place. Just work for at least a minute and a half of that. We got 3 rounds. So, how we feeling? I got the fans going now. Okay. Yes. Okay, you can change it up. So, Dave, I'll let you do your choose your own cardio on this too. So if you don't want to do the rowing machine and you want to go do ski erg next time, or if you want to run, that's fine. So you guys can choose your own cardio adventure today. Or if you want to do it on the assault bike, you can as well. So if you have the assault bike, you can do 300 meters. But if you don't have the assault bike, you just have a standard bike, stick with 900. So awesome. It looks like there's like a ton. There is a ton. I don't want to say it looks like. There is a lot that we're doing today, but we will get it done within an hour. That's what's crazy. So, because we're really only about 15 minutes in to the workout, and we're doing great. So don't be overwhelmed when you see how much I write on the chalkboard. I also am very excited that I have my chalkboard back. So I'm taking advantage of trying to, I know, I'm so tired of writing on the whiteboard. So I'm very excited about writing on my chalkboard again. So I'm taking advantage of it. So don't worry. Again, 10 each leg of these lunges. If it's too much on your knees, you can do your reverse lunges in place. That's okay. Again, modify as needed. You are very matchy today, and that makes me happy. I feel like you listened to your cues that you were given from the other live workout people now. I know. Jane never rested. Dan wore like on point outfits. Brooke was not fazed by any heckling or anything whatsoever. And Brent was just really funny. So it's a lot, Dave. It's a lot. I know. Again, what has he been doing for the past 7 weeks? No one even knows. No one knows. Good deal. Good. It's a lot. All right, again, it's 15 wall balls. If you don't have the ball or the wall to throw it at home, give me 15 dumbbell thrusters. 10 squat jumps is following the wall balls. And then cardio of your choice. Oh man, so you can do ski erg, run, assault bike. On the ski erg, it's still 300. Okay, you can mix it up. It's 3 rounds. So if you did something different every single round, that's okay. So again, Jess is going over to the rower this time. I feel like I'm doing a documentary on your workout now. Again, if you guys are following along at home, let me know how you guys are doing. Again, I'm trying not to get all up in their space, staying our distance away from each other and giving space to the other trainers. So, but they're very focused. Again, I think everybody's excited to be back inside and just go at it with the equipment. Dave's over there. He's using the ski erg this time. Again, if you have none of the equipment, just your body, go ahead and just do running in place for a minute and a half, mountain climbers, jumping jacks. If you have a jump rope for a minute and a half. Adjust it to what you guys need to adjust it for. Remember, if you have an assault bike, you can still do 300 meters. So there we go. But if you have a standard bike, still multiply it by 3 and do 900 meters on your bike. All right, you see Dave in the background with the ski erg. There's Jess on the rowing machine. If you guys are doing this at home, let me know. I know Hillary is. If you guys are saving this for later, let me know too. Again, this is very much a stereotypical come to Kaylin's class workout without really modifying for people at home, even though I am telling you guys how you can do it. So this is very much what a strength and conditioning day would be like here. Correct? Jess can attest. This is much more like a Kaylin workout. Yes. So, starting to get them a little acclimated back in. Again, I'm okay because I know how much they can lift. So, I know it's been a while since they've been able to lift that. So, adjusting their weights accordingly to what they feel today is totally appropriate. We want them to be acclimated back without hurting themselves. So, when I say 80%, it's your 80% of today, not necessarily your 80% best time. We got one more round of it. You guys doing okay?
Yeah.
Good. Again, take about a minute break if you need to. Get a drink of water. I know if you're here in St. Louis, it is really humid, so stay hydrated.
So humid.
It is a lot, but look, we're not even half an hour in. You'll get half of it done in half an hour, the other half done the other half hour.
Ooh, those deadlifts took a lot out of it.
It's a great time. Jess, you weren't standing over here when I was like, don't get overwhelmed by how much I wrote on the board. I know. Yeah, it is. We're doing math now, guys. Not good.
Oh, no, don't do that.
It's not good. It was better when you guys couldn't see the whiteboard and you were just outside taking my word for it. That you couldn't like add up everything that I was asking you to do. Good deal. All right, they're on their last round of the 3 sets of 20 walking lunges, 15 wall balls. Again, if you have no ball or no wall to throw it at, give me 15 dumbbell thrusters, 10 squat jumps, and then the cardio aspect of that one is 300-meter row or a run. Assault bike, you can also do 300 meters. If you need to do just a standard bike, bump it up to 900 meters. If you don't have any of the equipment, not a big deal. Do a minute 30 of running in place, jumping jacks, mountain climbers, jump rope if you got a jump rope. So adjust it to whatever you guys need to adjust to doing it too. All right, they're on their last round. Good deal. Again, if the lunges are too much on your knees, go ahead and give me some reverse lunges. They're a little kinder to people. So follow them over. Again, they're doing the wall balls. Thrusters if you have to at home. You can use those same dumbbells that you were just using for the lunges. Use the power of coming out of that squat, so the actual thrust in your hips, in order to make that work. Save your arms. I don't think you've ever had a very stereotypical Kaylin workout. I know, we've just been hanging out. The past 7 weeks has all been a lie. Just a lie. Nothing. Good deal. Wall balls and squat jumps. And Jess changed the order so she could give Dave the space at the wall. Again, we're still trying to respect each other's space here. That's why I'm not getting all up in their faces while they're doing this. It's a lot. It's a good, I love this workout. This is one of my favorite workouts. I went like OG. I've done this workout a lot of times. You've probably done this workout before. Yes, but I love this one. Good. Dave's doing his last 300 meters on the skier. Jess is adjusting back to the rowing machine. So while we let them finish that up, again, I'll go back to another recap. Show you guys what the next section is. So again, so far, this is where we're at. We've done 5 sets of 5 deadlifts. If you're at home and you don't have access to the barbells and the plates, go ahead and adjust your rep count to the weight that you have. So if you're doing 5 sets of 8, 5 sets of 10, even 5 sets of 15, not a big deal. Superset some mobility work in there. Take advantage of having some time to still work on getting your hips in a really good place, not using your low back. So you can still make this first part definitely much catered towards your fitness level and what you have available to you. Again, I'm trying to acclimate my athletes back into being inside the gym, so we're getting them reacclimated back to using the barbell. So then we moved into the 3 rounds of 20 walking lunges. That's 10 per side, medium weighted dumbbells, 15 wall balls, so 15 dumbbell thrusters if you don't have the ball or the wall to throw it at, 10 squat jumps, and then 300 meter row, 300 meter run, 300 meter assault bike. If you have a standard bike, just up it to 900 meters, or if you have no access to any of that equipment, a minute and a half of cardio, whether it's running in place, jumping jacks, mountain climbers, anything that you can be doing that you are keeping your body moving the entire time. So what I want to introduce you guys to while they're finishing that up, they're finishing up their very last 300 meters there, is we're going to go into 5 sets of 5 back squats. So if you guys don't have, again, the barbell at home or you're lacking the plates, go ahead and substitute a goblet squat in there. So I'm going to flip this around. So go ahead and substitute the goblet. Well, I'm going to grab it kind of real quick. So I'm going to apologize for my unwarmed up legs. So I'm going to use the kettlebell, but again, if you have a dumbbell, go ahead and do that. So what I want you guys to do is 5 sets of 8 pulse goblets. So you're going to here, drop down to the bottom of your squat, pulse, come up. Drop to the bottom, pulse, come up. That's the squat. Got warmed up. That was a really big deal. I just had a small panic attack that my hip was going to crash. But that was a very exciting moment for my life right there. So go ahead, if you're at home and you don't have access to the barbell to work on your back squats, you can do pulse goblets instead. Do about 5 sets of 8 pulse goblet squats with your dumbbell or your kettlebell. Again, adjust accordingly. So I'm going to let them set up 5 sets of 5. Again, aiming to what feels like 80% to them today. Again, 80% of today. If you're at home, go ahead and grab that dumbbell or kettlebell and do pulse goblet squats. About 5 sets of 8, 5 sets of 10 if needed, if you don't have heavy enough weight. So I'm going to let them get adjusted to their barbells.
You're in a mood today.
I am in a mood?
You're in a mood.
I just said I'm in a mood to actually train.
I know.
I'm in a mood to work.
I don't know if I like this Kaylin.
The real Kaylin?
This is okay.
Uh-oh.
I prefer the show Kaylin.
Oh, man. I know, it's been a while. So you need to take, again, 80% of what is today. So don't worry.
I'm maxing out.
Screw this. I'm doing it.
I'm going for it. 300.
All right, again, 80% of what is today. I feel like back squats are one of those things that when I haven't done it in a while, they get me good. So
It's been a while.
be smart. Yeah, I think it's been a while for almost everybody with back squats. I don't know the last time I made you do a back squat. It's definitely been since, yeah. So it's been a minute. You haven't done back squats. We've done plenty of goblets.
We've done a lot of goblets.
So the range of motion is not unfamiliar, but the actual weight on your back.
The load.
Yeah, the load is different. So again, back squats, sorry, I feel like I'm in a weird hang up. Back squats, definitely not something, unless you have the barbell at home, that you can really simulate that load on your back a lot. I know we've done the workout where we put the kettlebell on our back. That was a while ago, so it's very difficult to simulate that type of loading. So be cautious with this, with what your weight is. Remember, do 80% of today, not your all over it, if it's been a while since you've done back squats. So no need to wreck yourself today if it's your first day back to the barbell, if you have not been doing it in a while. So I'm emphasizing that with them. Again, I know how much they can lift, they know how much they can lift. We'll get back to it. We're trying to acclimate them back into being inside the gym. If you are at home and you don't have the barbell or the plates, go ahead and give me pulse goblet squats. So we're still getting more of the squat motion rather than the deadlift. Still weighted on the top. So still make it work. But again, I'm trying to acclimate them back into being inside the gym. And that's how we're doing. So,
Yes.
Hillary, how's it going? Good. All right. 5 sets of 5. Again, giving yourself about 45 seconds to a minute in between each set.
I'm nervous.
Don't be nervous. The camera's on Dave, so everybody can see him do this.
No pressure. Is Brooke watching?
No, Hillary's here. We're doing the workout with you, though.
Yes, Hillary.
Now, regroup in. Really find your brace, especially at the bottom, babe. Don't go down quite as far. Right there. That's your happy place. Right there. Yep. There we go. Again, I'm watching, making sure they don't do the little, we call it the butt wink. Right? Once you kind of lose your core enough that your hips come under, they typically go in, so you can go out. So we want to avoid the butt wink. So we're only going, so that's why I told Dave to not go quite as far low. It was a small little adjustment, but it keeps his low back from getting too involved being from what whips him back up. So you still were beyond below 90. So not a big deal.
My range of mobility is my enemy in spots.
You were way below 90.
Yeah.
It wasn't at all. You just were not going 80 feet.
Wow, that felt good.
Yeah.
Feels good to be back.
Yeah.
I'm excited at the same time.
Hillary's cheering for you.
Huh?
Hillary's cheering for you.
Yes, Hillary.
Your range of motion looked really good on your squats too. Really good. That was really nice. You have? Is it the weather? Really? Well, I mean the weather sometimes. Yeah, Dave's getting plenty below 90, so Dave, that's like your squat is fine. Like I wouldn't even try, there's no point for you going lower.
Yeah.
So it's just unnecessary distance. Awesome. Yeah, just look, that looks way better.
I think I'm finally awake.
Yeah, we didn't take pre-workout. Did I tell you that I totally misread my schedule yesterday? I looked at the wrong day. I took pre-workout thinking I was going to work out, and I had like clients for the next like 4 hours. So I was like, woo! Going through all their sessions. It was my own fault. I can't read, apparently.
Those poor clients.
I know. It was fun.
My schedule has been so off. I've missed meetings and missed appointments or like had the wrong time.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You're not in the morning.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I never know what day it is.
Oh, no.
No. All right, let us know how you guys are doing at home. Hillary, are you doing goblet squats? I think you're doing goblet squats. I'm pretty sure. Again, just kind of giving anybody who's watching, this is what more of a stereotypical strength and conditioning class is like. This is what Jess is used to me doing to her. This is actually Dave's first legit strength and conditioning class.
about what?
It's like your first legit strength and conditioning class.
For Kaylin.
Yes, well, yeah, with me. So, but it's good.
Like his type of workout.
I know.
Deadlifts, maximum.
I know. Sorry, Mike. Freaking work. Don't tell him. No one tell Mike what's going on right now.
There's one.
Okay, now he's gonna come from that way, down the hill from his office.
Like I'm ready to do deadlift.
Oh man. Yeah. So.
Last second.
All right. One more set, correct? Yes. Awesome. After we finish this one set here with the barbells, again, if you guys are at home and you don't have the barbells and the plates, you're doing your goblet squats, pulse goblet squats. We're going back to another 3 rounds of exercises that are a little bit more home friendly. Again, just do those goblet pulse squats if you're at home. I love goblet squats, so. Really? I love goblet squats, man. Well.
And I don't like front squats either.
I don't like front squats. Yeah. Yeah, Catherine laughed at you when I said, I was like, Dave did this workout. She was like, was it hard? I was like, well, yeah, but I was like, but it was great. I loved the workout. Like, that was the problem. I was like, I was worked. I was sweating. I was tired. I was like, but I loved the workout. And she was like, all you had to do was make you do front squats and farmer's carries. I was like, that's what I told them. So.
Catherine, I should have hit you up.
I know. All you had to do was ask Catherine.
10 rounds.
Okay, let's do least favorite exercises.
Farmer's
Yeah,
walk
goblet
back,
squats.
Farmer's walk back.
Front squats, farmer's carries. Oh, jeez.
Just down and up and down the track.
AMRAP 1 hour. I would have punched you.
It's like, what do you not do?
Yeah, we wouldn't have. It would have been the most awkward and quiet hour. I would not have said a word to you.
It would have been like quiet, angry Caleb.
All right, guys. While they strip their barbells down, I will flip the camera back. All right, what we're gonna move into, we're gonna get you guys some steps. Yep, you can use one of those. You can move my stuff. If you don't have the steps, an elevated surface to step onto, you're going to do the sprinter lunges, which I'll show you in just a second. So they're going to do 10 step-ups per side. So again, you just need a bench or a stair, anything that you can just elevate real quickly, some sort of platform. 10 kettlebell sumos, then 15 weighted burpees, and then a 2-minute run. Again, if you don't have the ability to run on the treadmill, you can go Hillary, you can hop right back on the bike and do that for 2 minutes hard. So keep that with the 2 minutes just for the time aspect of it. So 2 minutes hard of your cardio, or again, this is when you guys could be doing the jumping jacks, mountain climbers, just anything that's gonna keep your heart rate elevated for 2 minutes. So I'm gonna have them doing the running. So 10 step-ups per side. Again, sprinter lunges if you don't have an elevated surface, which I'll show you in just a second when I set the phone down. 10 sumos with your kettlebell or dumbbell. 15 weighted burpees, and then 2 minutes of cardio. So again, if you can run, please run. If not, do 2 minutes of the cardio of your choice. Just keep that heart rate elevated and going for 2 minutes. So let me flip the camera back. Set you guys up here. All right. So, with the sprinter lunges, if you guys don't have it, you can just hold your dumbbells at the side. Right here, weighted setups. So, man, Dave's cheating, everyone. You didn't see it, but he was cheating. So, just do your sprinter lunge, so you guys can just be down, step back into reverse lunge, and then pop your leg up. So, down into your reverse lunge, pop your leg up. So, holding weights at your side, not body weight like Dave was trying to pull off. So do that if you don't have your step-ups. Sumos just have that nice wide stance, feet out at a 45-degree angle, and we're going to have kettlebells or dumbbells. 10 of those, 15 weighted burpees. So weighted burpee, hold your dumbbells at your side, go down, hop back into your plank, and then just stand up. So there's no overhead to that. It's just weighted up-downs. Basically what's happening there. So, what's up, Michael? Good morning. So, we have 3 rounds of this. So, they're getting going here. See Jess in the background. She's doing her step-ups. And it's 10 per leg. Dave over there doing his sumos. 10 of those. He was using a kettlebell. Weighted burpees. So again, it's just weights at your side, hopping back, standing up. No overhead to the burpee. There's no overhead.
Okay, I'm dying.
Yeah.
Just take 2 days off.
What are we looking for? This is a 50. What are you looking for?
What are those?
35s. Red is the next one, and that's over there.
Did you hear me?
What's up?
I said I took 2 days off and you just come in and go.
I know. I know. It's time. It's time for Dave to actually work out. All right, I'll get you guys situated here. Spy on Dave. Again, see that weighted burpee? And the push-ups, and there's just no overhead to it. So don't do an overhead. So again, if you guys are following along, I'll just switch the camera around again. There we go. This is what we're working on. 3 rounds, 10 step-ups per side, or the sprinter lunges with weights at your side, 10 sumos, 15 weighted burpees. Again, there's no overhead aspect to those burpees, and a 2-minute run. If you can't run, 2 minutes of cardio of your choice. So you see, Jess is working on those weighted burpees. Again, no overhead aspect to those. Dave's doing 2-minute jog on the turf. Good deal. Is my flashlight on? I don't know why it's on. I don't know how to turn it off. Sorry. Whoops. So, whoops, I turned the flashlight on him. Sorry. All right, Jess is going to the treadmill. Dave's almost back. So again, if you guys are at home, now there's just crazy lights everywhere. I don't know what I did to my phone, but that's all right. They're working on their cardio aspect of this right now. So 2 minutes of cardio, they're running. Jess is doing it on the treadmill, Dave's running on the turf. You can go outside and run for 2 minutes if you want to, if you have access to that. He's coming back. So Dave is going to go back to his 10 step-ups per side, then 10 sumo deadlifts with kettlebell or dumbbell, 15 weighted burpees, and then a 2-minute run. So Dave, how you feeling?
Thriving.
Thriving?
I'm thriving.
Yes. I somehow turned my flashlight on, and I don't know how I did that. I don't know. So, because I had it turned the other way, and Chess was like, oh my god. I didn't know. Whoops.
It was chilling. Feels so good to be back in here.
I know, doesn't it? Kind of pushing stuff around. Woo! 2 more rounds.
All right, here we go.
2 more rounds. Step ups. And it doesn't have to be, I mean, there's been a lot of volume in this workout for sure. So, Dave's just using a 12-inch step. That's totally fine. So, don't feel like if you have a smaller step, it's not a big deal. I'm totally fine with him doing a 12-inch. If you want to go for a 24-inch or an 18-inch step up, go for it. But 12-inch is going to be just fine. Still getting a decent, a good amount of work in. Especially after all of the volume we've already put on our legs so far and our heart rate. Oh, look at you showing off.
Getting fancy.
Getting fancy.
I gotta step it up.
I know.
Brooke's gonna watch and she's gonna be like, what a sweat.
Man, Deanne's just going to be who watches and calls you out.
Deanne thinks I'm slacking too.
I know she probably does.
Can't believe we just keep doing, Kaylin. I blame you, you're my trainer.
I know, wow. It's real. I love this. I love it. now with the kettle. Dave's using a kettlebell. If you want to use a dumbbell, go for it.
Woo! I love the song. Who's this?
It's Tupac. Yeah, Tupac Life is a crazy music thing.
What's the song name though?
Dear Mama.
Yes. I played the song for my mom for Mother's Day.
This is the song that Andy danced to with his mom after I read them.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my god. She cried.
No, she was confused.
Really?
Andy thought it was hilarious.
I feel like he's just that kind of guy.
Alright, weighted burpees coming up next here. Shake your phone. I have no idea how I turn my phone on.
Burpees are the most fun.
Yep, and there's 15 of them.
Why do you gotta do that?
I know. But we're here now. It's not like deadlifts. They're like 15 burpees. It's like, no, wait till we get there. So you did good, buddy.
That scares me. I can't get my balance. I've never been able to run on a treadmill or anything.
Really?
I'll try it.
Yes. Yeah, we were heckling all the football. It was very loud. All the football players who were doing their sprints. All right. Dave's gonna do the wood way. Do you want me to not put the camera on you at first? Just in case?
Give me like 20 seconds.
Just in case? Okay. All right, we will not watch Dave run on the woodway until he gets it going. I know, we got everybody shift.
Off the mat.
Everyone shift. We'll watch Jess do her burpees. Oh, you're fine. Now he's just trying to show up. Now you're just trying to show up. All right, weighted burpees. Okay. Dave's doing his 2-minute run. He's using the woodway right now. All right, you guys only have one more round of it after you're done with the run. The burpees. Get Dave on the woodway here. One more set. It was fun, guys. Get to watch Dave actually working out. For once. Alright, guys. Dave is moving on to his last set. Show you guys the workout so far. We'll chime in here. So we've done 5 sets of 5 deadlifts, Again, if you're at home and you don't have the access to the barbell or the heavier plates, go ahead and adjust your rep count to what you have. So 5 sets of 8, 5 sets of 10, 5 sets of 15. Add in some mobility work, do whatever you can. It's gonna be best for your low back. Make sure it doesn't get highly involved and keep yourself acclimated so when you can get back into the gym and use the barbell and the plates, you'll be ready to go. So they did it to about whatever their 80% was of today. So again, they're probably not gonna be close to their actual 80% of their 1 rep max because it's been a while since we've been in here, but we're trying to get them readjusted. So then we went into 3 rounds of 20 walking lunges or 10 per leg, weight at your side, 15 wall balls. You had 15 dumbbell thrusters if you don't have the ball or the wall to throw it at, 10 squat jumps, 300-meter row or run or an assault bike, standard bike, bump it up to 900 meters or 1.5 minutes of cardio if you don't have access to any of that equipment. Then we did 5 sets of 5 back squats, substitute goblet pulses if you don't have the barbell to do your back squats. Again, do about 5 sets of 8, 5 sets of 10 with those goblet pulse squats if you're doing those instead. After we did 5 sets of 5 of those, now we move it on into the section that they're working on right now. Dave's starting his final round of 3, so 3 rounds of 10 step-ups per side. You have the sprinter lunges if you don't have an elevated surface, 10 per side, medium weighted dumbbells, 10 sumo deadlifts with a kettlebell or a dumbbell, 15 weighted burpees, and then a 2-minute run. Again, Dave and Jess are working on to starting their final rounds. So I'll come back to Dave here. He's sad. Sadly setting down his dumbbells now.
I got stitches.
Oh man. Alright, he's moving on to his sumo.
Going back in the wood way after this.
Weighted burpees now. Last time with these.
How's Hillary doing? She's still alive?
I know Hillary hasn't talked to us very much. I think she's probably very focused on getting this in. So Hillary, if you're doing that 2 minutes on your bike, remember that's okay to keep it 2 minutes instead of bumping it up to 6. Otherwise, you'd be doing like an 1.5 hour long workout. So even though it looked like I wrote a bizarre amount of things on the board, this is still an hour-long workout. So they're gonna get it done right under an hour. It works. Going into the weekend.
This on the camera.
Can people see Dave? Dave's not okay, you guys. We lost Dave.
Alright, one last thing. I got 19.
What?
I got 19. I'm scared. I fell off the treadmill when I was younger. PTSD.
Alright, ready? Last 2 minutes. Going to the woodway. Alright. So shift you guys back over here. See Jess finishing up her burpees here. Dave's gonna be on the woodway.